just wanted to say that we met with Kay Hagen's aide, and she, of course, is very, very new. And it was just great to, because they had never even heard of it. They got our Valentine, though. They'd never heard of the Department of Peace, and he took lots of notes. And it was just great to tell someone who didn't know anything about it and just introduce them to it.
Hi, I'm Nadia Rodriguez. Today on Capitol Hill, as our congressional leaders spoke to our senators and explained the bill. They exposed the flaws that they thought might not really resonate with the senators, so we can improve and strengthen the bill itself so we can get it approved. So I was really appreciative of that, because that means they wanted us to strengthen it so it can get passed one day. Thank you.
Because I didn't need to. I had a whole group of wonderful young people who made a real impression on the offices. The Senator Burr's office where we went, there was no note-taking. They said they were familiar with the bill. They didn't seem too interested in the bill itself. However, at the end, the legislative assistant had to say to our young people that when he was in high school, he had no interest in any kind of political activism. And we could really tell that that made an impact on him. And I know that that is going to work with him. When we went to Senator Hagen's office, who, as you know, is one of our brand new senators, and another female senator, they didn't know anything about the bill, but her assistant was very interested, and he did take notes. And so we know that they will be listening, and we will continue to work with those offices until Senator Hagen does understand that we are serious and are working for peace building. And I want to thank our young people again.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you, guys.
My name is Patty from Washington State, and I had the experience of being guided by angels today.
Yes.
And it was a story that led up to it. But after dropping off packets, I decided to walk over to the Capitol. And by chance, here comes my congressman, enjoying the sunshine, coming the other direction. And this story starts a year ago when I met with him in person in his office, and I was able to explain the value of empathic listening, how it works, how it can help people hear the other people's stories. And in that meeting had de-escalated a conflict between us with the nonviolent communication process.
Awesome.
So this time when he saw me, "Hi, Rena, what are you doing here?" But then I was able to share with him our experience, the state coordinator's experience with the Challenge Day, and I could see on his body that he understood what I was talking about. I was able to explain to him the cost savings of preventing violence, especially the youth violence, $75 per youth to prevent gang violence versus the $80,000 to incarcerate them. He got that, and the difference in the funding of the bill for domestic violence reduction. And so I had a really positive 5 minutes with my congressman, and I've been at it for 5 years, and he's really, I can tell that he appreciates the consistency and the persistence and the integrity with which I'm delivering the message.
My name's Emily, and I have a little bit of a different share. I have never been here before. I'm very new, and I was really blown away by the presentation yesterday about Rob Atkinson. Never knew of him, never heard of him, and I was moved to a point that I've seldom felt in my life. And I felt his presence the entire time I was in those offices and wondered what it would have been like for him. And I got really excited and energized, and I talked to Judy about this because Judy Kimmel's the reason I'm here. There is a Rob Atkinson Memorial Fund. And here is my strong declaration and also request. I have a check here. Now that I know what to write it out to, I'm going to write it out to that fund for $500 to fulfill and start fulfilling Rob's dream of creating a position here in DC for somebody with his level of passion and conviction for this movement, because I have seldom heard of a young person having that kind of conviction right now.
I'll match you.
Right now, we can fund that position if we choose to, and I want to see that happen, and that is my conviction for this. So thank you.
It's John Aaron. I came in from California, and I actually wandered around with Nadia earlier today as we visited our congresspeople and our senators in California. And it was a mighty force, because when we went into their offices, they didn't quite know what to do, especially Senators Boxer's in Feinstein's office, when we had like 50 people in there, standing room only, and we were ordering sandwiches while we were there. But I wanted to say something that was really important, because as I walked from like Union Station to go over to the Capitol, I used to live here. So I thought, oh, I can do this. I started to get so intimidated looking at that rotunda and just saying, what am I doing? I've never done this before, oh my God. So I just really want to give a really big shout out to all of you that had never done it before, who got the cojones to go do it today, because it was really, really an amazing thing. And believe me, I am sure that the Congress and the senators and those offices know of our presence because of the training we had last night and the conviction that we all have in our souls here tonight. So.